I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Roundtable Empire. It's your boy, Ron Fisher, and joining me today, I got my man, Khalil Kain. Thanks for stopping by, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem.
You ever been out these parts, man, Western Pennsylvania?
Johnstown.
Yeah.
No.
How about Western PA, man? Pittsburgh area?
No.
This is all brand new territory for you?
Yes.
Yeah? That's good. How you liking it so far? It's a little different.
Yo, most definitely. It's kind of quiet. I went and got a haircut today. It was interesting. I mean, part of the reason of coming out is I'm curious, man, to see, how the rest of the country's living.
Yeah.
What's going on. I've been doing a lot of writing lately.
Oh, yeah?
So, it's imperative to kind of travel out into the world and see what's happening.
For sure, man. You got to get that creativity spark, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of writing you doing?
Writing plays right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm working on my second play, and third one is already sketched out. And,
That's good.
Yeah.
Man. That's good. So how did this all come about?
I don't know. I guess just natural evolution,
Yeah.
of a creative mind.
Yeah. So you go from, the acting, now you're flipping it to the flip side, now you're doing a writing piece. Now for our viewers at home, you probably recognize Khalil from his various roles in television and film. I know one of my favorite roles, I know you get this a lot, but the role of Raheem and Juice, man. And,
Yeah.
but that's big though, because that to me is a classic film, bro. And you know what? What was it, over 20 years now?
Definitely.
20 years.
92.
Yeah, man. And people talk about this came out last year, man.
Hey, man, when you got like 2-3 generations of black folks watching this movie, it's kind of cool. It does speak to the fact of it being an urban classic.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because if I go in the hood, I can't walk the street. But if I go in a white neighborhood, nobody knows who I am. So
That's
it's
crazy,
kind of a nice
man.
balance.
That's crazy. But you know what's funny? Just the other day, man, I got Netflix at the house, man. My 9-year-old, man. Every now and again, I go through see what he's checking out, man. So in the recently viewed films, Juice is up there, man. I'm like, you watch this? Now, mind you, I got to change the parental guidance on my Netflix now. But he's like, yeah, man, it's a pretty good film. So it's just funny to me. You know what I'm saying? How the film is timeless in essence.
Well, I think at the time when we shot it, we were just, doing what was being done at the time. New Jack City had just dropped, Boys in the Hood had just come out, so the East Coast was doing their thing.
Yeah.
And Juice dropped, but Queen Latifah was in that film, Sam Jackson was in that film, of course Tupac Shakur was in that film. So I think that has a lot to do with why it's had some staying power over the years.
Yeah, in the 90s in general, man, that was like the golden era of hip-hop entertainment, man. It was a good time. There were so many good films that, again, people still talk about to this day, man. Now, you had mentioned Tupac, man. What was it like working with Pac back in the day, man? How was he like as an actor?
Well, Tupac's a trained actor. He was an actor before he was a rapper.
Yeah.
So he knew what he was doing, He was very excited about the opportunity to sort of step into that character of Bishop. He had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was running around the set wilding out. He was having a good time.
Did y'all stay connected after the film wrapped up?
Yes, but it was difficult. It was interesting at the time. Tupac is the first person I ever met that had the audacity to tell me, yo, this time next year I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Oh, word.
And did it.
Yeah.
I don't know where you grew up, but, I grew up in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and, a lot of cats say a lot of crazy shit. They just do.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
I got you.
And generally they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. But this was a cat that, said he was going to do that. And the following year he did it. So I think there's a lot to be said, for the young black man and the possession of audacity.
Yeah.
I feel like we're losing it. We're not gaining.
For real?
Yeah. I feel like we've taken a lot of steps back. You were talking about that being sort of the golden age, of hip hop.
Uh-huh.
It was, it had sort of, that was like hip hop's teen years, and it was beautiful. EPMD and Gangstar and like all kinds of, different sort of burgeoning acts, Naughty by Nature.
Oh yeah, it was thriving.
On the set of Juice, I listened to the demo.
Okay.
Yeah, for their album.
Yeah.
You know, Trent hit me off. He was like, "Yo, check this out. We about to drop this album. I want to hear what you think."
Oh,
and I
that's
was
dope,
like,
man.
y'all about to.
Yeah, before everybody else got
Yeah. You know, even Queen Latifah was, you know, who knew she was gonna have the career that she had. But there's nothing. I don't know. There's nothing really popping like that right now.
I know.
Everybody seems kind of on the edge. Nobody's really like in the meat of it.
Yeah,
you know?
I know what you're
Everybody's
saying.
sort of peripheral. There's nobody. There's nobody out right now that I would drop $200 right now to go see their show.
I got you. I know. And that's the way I kind of feel sometimes with music. Like I remember back in the day when I listened to music, I would get almost excited. Like, oh man, the new such and such came out. Like, let's go listen to it right now.
Yo,
And
I
it's
remember
like,
back, I think it was 90, 94, Eric B. and Rakim were going to play Studio 54. Yo, everybody was amped. You had to go. You had to go.
Yeah.
It ain't like that now.
Nah.
I mean, you can listen to things, you can download stuff.
It's accessible now.
It's accessible, but at the same time, not really accessible because it's not really, you know, speaking to. It's not. There's nothing that's hitting a nerve right now.
I got you.
That's
real.
that's
That's
my
real,
feeling.
man. That's real. So let me ask you this, man. Being a black actor, man, I'm sure you faced certain challenges and obstacles, man. What kind of talk about that, or what kind of advice do you have for the youngsters coming up right now?
Read. I mean, if you're an artist, you're gonna stay in and live your art. Otherwise, you're gonna fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
You know, people are always asking me, well, "What are you up to?" And I can just list off the things. You know, I was in Blue Bloods just recently. I did an episode of Elementary.
Yeah.
I did this TV movie, Girlfriend's Getaway 2. You know, we shot that in Puerto Rico too. This was a few months ago. It was beautiful. You work. You know, I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing. I'm feeding my kids and enjoying my life.
Yeah.
But you gotta be able to read. You gotta be able to really do the thing. Like Tupac didn't just blow up, because he was fly. He was dedicated.
You gotta put the work in.
I mean, I remember sitting on the set of Juice and watching him and Tretch during lunch, just writing rhymes in their rhyme book. And then they would trade books and critique each other's rhymes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was like work.
For sure.
They had homework. They gave each other homework for the next day. I mean, but it was consistent work.
That's good.
I mean, if you think back, think of all the records that came out. Tupac was in the studio constantly. Wasn't taking no days off.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it. Somebody like Jay-Z, you wonder how the hell, back when he really jumped off, he dropped shit back to back to no days off.
Now you've been in various roles, man. Now I know the Raheem Juice that always stands out, but I mean you've been in other roles for Color Girls.
Love Jones.
Yeah. Oh man.
Darnell on Girlfriend.
That's what I want to talk about. Darnell on Girlfriend, man. Now you played that role for a couple of good seasons, right? 6 seasons, man. Now.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, man, but that seems like the type of job that where you was on your way to work every day, man. I mean, a beautiful cast, some of the.
I tell you honestly, the flyest woman out the whole thing was Mara Brock Akil, the woman who created it.
Word.
Have you ever seen pictures of that woman?
Yeah.
She's beautiful, highly intelligent, and a multi-millionaire now. I mean, she's a bad lady, so smart, and again, dedicated. No days off. I've never had that sort of discipline I like days off. I do, man. I like my days off, But you see people like that have that sort of work ethic.
That's motivating,
it's
right?
not a mistake that they are where they are.
Yeah.
As far as working with the girls, that was fun.
I'm sure, man.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, that's good, man. So, speaking of girlfriends, man, you married by chance?
No.
Not married? Anybody special in your life?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. That's good. It's good. Because I was going to tell the ladies to make sure to come down to see you tonight at the Fall in Love event, the Press Bistro, downtown Johnstown. because my man Khalil will be hosting the event tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So that's why I'm glad to have you in, man. I'm really appreciative that you took the moment to actually sit down with me, man.
No problem.
We working over here, we building, no days off over here either, bruh.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm here, man.
Yeah, definitely respect that, man.
Yeah.
So, more about yourself, man. Did I think I read that you were like a black belt or something like that, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can't nobody run up on you either, huh?
Practice. Again, it's for my own personal thing. You have to find ways. You have to figure out ways to kind of keep your stress levels down. To be able to sort of release that pressure valve now and again. So that's always worked for me. It's helped me, stay sort of level-headed.
I got you. That definitely works, man. You gotta have your way to balance things out, right?
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, I've never, there's never been a huge interest in hurting people.
Yeah, I know what
it
you
was
mean.
more. It was more just a way
outlet.
to,
Yeah. Okay, I got you, man. So, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, man, but you kind of touched on what you're working on. Of course, I gotta ask you, what have you been up to lately, man? What kind of projects are you working on?
I have a play that I wrote called Lambs to Slaughter. That'll be at the Cell Theater in New York in spring. As an actor, you read a lot of stuff, man, and it was always shocking to me. A lot of times you get garbage, and I was constantly saying, I could do better than this, I could write better than this. So finally, I got tired of hearing myself say it and started, getting in the lab and writing some stuff. So that's been working out kind of nicely. There's a festival called the Fire This Time in New York.
Okay.
It's deals with the black experience, and they have a playwrights workshop. I'm a part of that. Now, I mean, I'm starting to get a little name for myself as a playwright.
There you
so
go.
That's kind of cool.
That gotta be exciting, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It seems like a natural evolution, and plus, being in New York, the theater community there is very strong. So it's a natural outlet.
That's good, man. Well, once again, man, I want to thank you for taking some time out,
You're
sitting
welcome.
down with me
My
here.
pleasure.
My man Khalil Kain, thanks for stopping through. Again, I'm Ron Fisher. Thanks for tuning in and taking a seat at the Roundtable Empire.